Welcome. Clutch Sports Radio broadcasting not live tonight, pre-recorded, but hey, we're in here Thursday night, 8 to 10. It's still the same time, same channel. We're just not broadcasting it live. So thanks again for joining us. By the way, happy Valentine's Day. Coleman and I, we took a week off last week, and Mr. Coleman is a little busy, so Coleman is not here today. Joining me in studio is my guest. You can find him from sportsbrothersreport.com. That is Brother Brady is what I call him on Twitter. What is your Twitter handle, Brady?
It's just at Sports Brothers R. Don't forget the R. That's the important part.
Yes.
So I appreciate you having me.
I was gonna say thank you for taking the time and driving out here. Brady's been all over the United States today. You were in West Virginia earlier.
West Virginia, beautiful state. I had to renew my driver's license, so it took an act of Congress to do it in West Virginia. You need a birth certificate and all kinds of things. So it was an interesting time for me.
All kinds of stuff. And by the way, you can catch this show also on HD video tomorrow at darwin-sports.com. Check it out, darwin-sports.com HD video. Got a new camera in the studio, a beautiful mic. So you know what? That means Brady is going to just look that much better looking.
Hold on, this is an HD, right?
Yeah.
I just want everybody to know it adds about 30 pounds to my physique here because I'm sitting next to. How old are you again?
29.
I turned 40 tomorrow. So I have to tell you.
Wow.
So you can look at me, and that's what you're going to look like here in about 11 years. Because I once looked like you.
Hey, that's awesome. You know what, Brother Brady? Happy birthday, man.
I appreciate it.
That's awesome. I didn't know that. But you know what? 1080 HD. Again, darwin-sports.com. And you can listen to this show, the audio, not only on darwin-sports.com, but also on eyesradio.com. And check out the other shows. Monday, you have Noise Sports. There's also Urban Sports Scene with my buddy Wally. There's Backfield Radio on Wednesday nights. And, of course, Clutch Sports Radio, 8 to 10, Thursday nights, live typically. So check us out. The rest of the shows, all the network, eyesradio.com. We have a big action-packed night, like always. We're going to have a little fun in here. Dave Ross from Fox 5 is our guest for tonight. So really excited to catch up with Dave Ross from Fox 5. Talk a little Caps, talk a little maybe Nats, Combine. There's all kinds of stuff going on, Brady. So let's get on with it. Let's start with a little basketball talk. So we've never really talked basketball, you and I. Are you a basketball fan?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I would say I'm more of a college basketball fan at this point in time than I am the NBA, but I enjoy all sports.
Now, what is your team? Do you have a team?
I don't.
You don't have a team in football either, right?
Nah.
You just appreciate the game.
I do. I appreciate the games. I follow more players than I do teams. And so for me at the college level, it's just fun kind of watching those guys go through the season, watching them mature and go to the next level, which is one of the reasons why I don't follow NBA quite as much as I used to. With the one and done mentality of college basketball, it kind of makes it difficult for me to follow the players as they go into the NBA.
When was the last time that you really followed basketball? I mean, the big time. Has it been? Was it the whole Michael Jordan back in those days?
Well, back in those days, Charles Barkley was the man to me.
That was your player, yeah. Charles Barkley.
Yeah, Charles Barkley to me. I mean, Auburn guy, Chuck Person, those two. The Rifleman with Big Chuck, followed those guys all the way through their careers into the NBA. Went to the University of Oklahoma, so naturally anybody that comes out of the Oklahoma side of things I follow. So Blake Griffin currently is one of the guys I try to watch and pay attention to.
Blake Griffin, he went to Oklahoma.
Yep. Local Oklahoma City kid.
Really?
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yep.
I like Blake. Who doesn't like Blake? So speaking of Blake, that guy last year he won the NBA the slam dunk contest. So let's start off with that. Do you think does it even matter? I mean, so many people nowadays don't even care for the All-Star weekend, the slam dunk, the 3-point. Who cares? The rising stars, all that good stuff. Because starting with the slam dunk contest, you just don't have the best of the best going out there and competing like you did back in the day. I remember when I was a kid growing up, I grew up in the Michael Jordan. This week has been huge Michael Jordan talk. We're definitely going to get into that. I grew up in that era. I was a kid wearing the number 45. My parents went and got me the 45 jersey when he came back. And then, I had to put on the 23 back. I had all the shoes. I grew up with that. So speaking of that, again, in those days, you had Dee Brown, Michael Jordan. You had Dominique Wilkins, Clyde Drexler, Sean Kemp. Who didn't you have? You had, Larry Johnson, Grandmama. You had everybody, the best of the best, all at once.
Yeah, and before your time, Dr. J made it popular.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
And then after that, you had folks like Larry Nance. You probably don't remember because
I know that name.
You're a young guy. But yeah, no. If you look at the lineup this time around, I guess the most notable guy is the Manimal, right? The dude out of plays for Denver Nuggets. His stat line is the only thing just look at the stats. You look at the other guys. I mean, the most that anyone averaged is maybe 5 points a game, 6 points a game. So that will tell you, what's happening there. And then the problem that the NBA is going to have, if you really think about it, you look at the stands of the people that are watching it, are all the guys that were there doing it. They kept panning to Dr. J. You had Drake going crazy and all these other people in the stands. But at some point, you're not going to recognize the guys that are the champions. Yeah. Like, you're looking at Terrence Ross, right? And he the cat that won it, the Raptors did.
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? Who's going to pan to him in the stands next time?
Yeah, exactly. Only 3 of the 6 participants, they said, only had about 10 minutes of playing time the whole season or less. So
that's right. And another thing too, I always thought that it was pretty cool to see him actually dribble, and not have props and things like that. To me, it just makes it sort of, I don't want to say fraudulent or just kind of out there. But there were some nice dunks. The athleticism now is off the charts. There's no doubt. The nicest dunk of the night was the one he threw up off the side of the backboard. I don't know who did that and caught it out in front and dunked it.
Nice dunks, athleticism. You really think so, Brady? You really think yes, these guys are a monster. You look at LeBron James, 230 something, or God knows how much he weighs. Big dude, Of course, different physique with these guys. But really, Brady, you remember the dunks that these guys were doing back in the day? The Sean Kemp, your Jordan, the competition, your Dee Brown.
Look, you throw Jordan out of it, I would say. You look at what Dominique did. He was power. He had maybe 2 or 3 dunks, 2-handed windmill, one way, one-handed windmill the other. But what excited you is that he came up off 2 feet and he threw it down hard. But you didn't see those guys doing what these young guys are doing, Garmin. You just didn't see it, except for Michael when he went sideways in the air and hung up there for felt like 7-8 seconds. That's what dropped your jaw. But today, Vince Carter, not too long ago, he could do that.
He was good.
These guys,
I remember that. But now they're not going out.
These guys are dunking.
Why do you think that these guys aren't going out? Why do you think your LeBron James, your Kobe Bryant, the guys who matter aren't going out? They even teased it. LeBron James even teased it. On Twitter.
I don't know. I don't want to say that it's fear of anything. I just don't think that it means anything to them. It's just. They play basketball every day. They see that whole weekend as something maybe that's just on the agenda that they don't want to add to what they're doing. But that's just how it goes. So I don't know why. Some part of me thinks that maybe LeBron goes out and he doesn't win it. Then what? If someone beats LeBron, but how would you put LeBron in against these guys and not have the judges be sort of swayed just by the fact that LeBron's out there? How true of a competition would it be if you're sitting there watching Terrence Ross versus the biggest name in the game right now, and not have some sort of emotional pull to maybe judge, LeBron a little better on some of his dunks that may not, equal the next guys.
No, I got you.
So it's just, it's hard for me to understand why they don't, but I wish they kind of would.
What do you think?
It used to be what we used to look for, used to look forward to it. Even with my man Blake, I hated that he jumped over a car.
Yeah, well, exactly what I was going to bring up. Yes, I do, terrible. Because the part that he jumped of the car was the smallest. Come on, man. That was the hood of the car. It wasn't even like the top of the car.
And this is
I've
coming,
seen people-
this is coming from a guy
There's-
that both feet got off the ground at the same time and get a nosebleed. You know, I have no vertical jump, so I want to be.
There's and
I'm
one
gonna
videos out there of dudes jumping over the top of the car. So I mean, you got and ones doing it. You Blake Griffin, come on, man.
Well, I just think the whole thing has just gone to where they just bring out the props. The one guy jumped over the picture of himself, signed it afterwards, and you know, I think you just need to strip it all the way down to its original form, and you put guys out there that want to dunk the basketball. I think Dwight Howard, I think he raised the bucket one year, if I remember right.
What
wore a cape, you know, all that kind of stuff. Jumped over his man out there on the court. So I just wish they'd take all that out and just go back to what made it great, which is just dudes dunking basketball.
Now LeBron James has been a beast right now. He's just overall he's playing phenomenal, and he took it to the All-Star game. What do you think does it? First of all, with that the All-Star game, you saw Kobe Bryant go up against James, and James just got killed there. I mean, those blocks. He didn't get killed. Those blocks are just beautiful. So going back, you know, I heard a lot of the talk. Michael Jordan, who's better, Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Who do you think's better, Kobe Bryant or LeBron James?
Well, right now it's LeBron James.
Of course, but who? Oh, okay, yes. Go ahead.
And you can't say it because they're not. You know, even though they're playing in the league together, the paths that they've taken isn't exactly concurrent. You know, Kobe's already been on record saying that 2014 may be his last season. And so LeBron's got to play well beyond 2014. So you really can't compare them until both careers are done.
They're different places.
That's right. But right now, LeBron, I mean, he just had 8 dimes in the fourth quarter last night. I don't know if you saw that or not, but because he was overshadowed by Kyrie Irving, who is having a bomb year.
Yeah.
He had 20 points in the fourth quarter, which he had 35 overall, but no other player on the team or on the court had more than 20.
But go ahead. By the way, thank you. We're watching here. I'm pointing at the camera. Darwin-sports.com is where you can watch us. I keep forgetting to look at the camera. I keep looking at you, Brady.
That's all right. That's how good looking I am, I guess.
You're not gonna get that from me.
Come on, Darwin. You know, we've been texting and all this kind of stuff, and we met a month or so ago.
And you're already at my house.
Oh yeah, I know.
What kind of guy am I?
It's a bromance that we're both not disappointed in.
That's hilarious.
I didn't show up, and you weren't some female here that's been lying to me.
No, I'm not. I'm not catfishing you.
Exactly, and you're real. And
that's funny.
And you're better looking in person, I will say.
Thank you. Hey, listen. So, how much of the All-Star Weekend overall did you watch?
Not a whole lot. I devoted. No. To be honest with you, I can tell you I watched a little bit of the celebrity thing, and Kevin Hart's hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
And Nick Cannon is awful. He's the guy. Did you watch it?
He's not bad. He's awful.
He's awful. He's the guy that tricks you on the playground. Like you pick him first, because he's somewhat athletic looking. It's not just because he's a black dude, but he's terrible.
You know why I think that's funny?
Why?
Because about a little over a year ago, when I really started going into the gym, I wanted to do my cardio by playing basketball because I played basketball as a kid. I hate the treadmill. I hate all that. So, I mean, it'd been a while since I had basketball shoes. So when I got myself new basketball shoes, the gear, I mean, Brady, I look good. I mean, I look good. I had the Air Jordans. I mean, I had from head to toe. When the guys were picking the game again, because I was new at the gym,
right.
I want that guy. Like, I would go in the first round. Like, the first round, I want that guy. I'd be like, yeah. After the first game, you think I got picked again?
That's what I'm saying.
Heck no.
You brought your Nick Cannon game.
But I loved it though because I knew I was gonna play the first game. I just probably wasn't gonna play the second.
But
that's funny.
I caught a little bit of the second half of the real game as well, and Chris Paul, his performance was pretty impressive, and he definitely deserved the
MVP.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, man.
So, that's funny that you asked, same question for me. How much did I watch? Not very much at all. Actually, I did not watch the slam dunk, didn't watch 3-point, didn't watch not even a minute of the actual game. I watched the celebrity. I think on Saturdays when I actually had free time, and that's why I watched it. It was on, I was free. Sunday I wasn't, so I didn't watch it. I don't make an effort for that.
Well, I can tell you this though: at least the 3-point contest.
Mhm.
You know, Kyrie Irving won it. We know who he is. Last year it was Kevin Love. You know who these guys are in the 3-point contest.
Right.
And
At least they're competing.
Yeah, exactly. At least there's like people you recognize their names and you know who they are and they get minutes, you know, in real action. So yeah, I mean the NBA weekend is what it is. It's just not as fun as it used to be, I guess.
So switching off, staying a little basketball. Let's talk a little Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, 50th birthday this past week on the what was it? The 9th? No, not the 19th. Was it 17th? Or something like that. 14th? I don't know. Anyways, past week. How? What does that? Do you care? Does that mean anything? I mean, did you take any couple of seconds, minutes to reminisce what Michael Jordan back in the day? What was I doing when he did this? What was I doing when he did that?
Not so much. I was too
I did.
depressed by turning 40 myself.
Oh, really?
But yeah.
I got
No, I tell you what. back in the early '90s, I mean, that's what it was, right?
Right.
Mike Jordan.
The Michael Jordan show.
Right. Commercials everywhere.
Commercials.
Money. Right. He had Mars Blackman and Michael Jordan everywhere. But no, I mean, at 50, there's been talk that he may feel like he could come back and play and things like that. I mean, that's just like me wanting to go buy a convertible and hit my, midlife crisis at 40 years old. I think he's just missing the same things we are about, seeing him play and being out on the court. But I mean, I'm sure he could probably be productive at 50 if he got in shape. And really
Have you seen some of the guys? Do you know who Kwame Brown is?
Yeah, well.
Do you know how much money that dude has made?
Exactly, and I'm looking at the dunk contest here in minutes. These guys are. One guy averaged. It was Jeremy Evans. He averaged 1.3 per, and I wonder what he gets paid in the league. I can guarantee you, Michael Jordan would have more than 1.3 points per game.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. The productivity that this guy would, at least he would dish off the ball. He would probably have way more productivity than a lot of guys. But you know what? I think that's all a PR stunt. I mean, I think that's just getting people talking about it and whatever. But I don't think he's ever going to come back in the game. I think at this point in time, he's got way too much to handle and think about as an owner that he's not even being a successful owner on that end. But you know what? You heard that whole. Speaking of Jordan in his franchise, the Bobcats, Kid Gilchrist, he apparently played Jordan 1-1 and he lost to him. Ooh, big deal. Does that really mean anything? I think that's crap, man. That's, again, publicity.
Well, Gilchrist is Kid Gilchrist. He's
Monster.
he's good. I mean,
did you watch that dunk today
nice
at
dunk.
ESPN?
Yeah. Actually, I put it out on my Twitter, I think. But he's talking about his balls and the legend of Michael Jordan. So I'm not sure if he lost the game. I mean, he may have lost it, but I'm not sure how much he's hustling out there playing. The guy that employs him and the legend of the game.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, do you really want to show your boss up?
It's probably not a smart career move for that kid.
I mean, you can if you guys are that cool, but I don't think so. You know what I mean?
Not from what we hear about Mike and how he treats his employees sometimes.
Yeah, seriously, Mike does not mess around. I actually, I took some time and reminisce about Michael Jordan. How could I not? Again, I was that kid growing up with it. I have the cards. I still have them in my, the goal is pass them down one day to the kid, right? To the boy, if I ever had one of those. So that I had the cards, the shoes. My parents. It's funny because I talked to Liddell. We did an interview with Liddell. You can actually find it on pickfactor.com. Liddell Betts, former Washington Redskins, had a little chat of him on his own on his video of what he thought about it, and they asked the same question. He's like, he didn't have the shoes. My parents didn't have too much money, man, but one thing that I know that they saved up for were those shoes to get me, and they didn't happen. Don't get me wrong, I didn't get them every year. I got them however often, but I remember I had some Michael Jordan shoes growing up. I had the jerseys, I had the basketballs. I mean, every basketball had a different face on it back in the day.
I had Barclays.
Really? Oh, I'm sure. Barclays had big, ugly shoes, didn't he?
I think
Converse.
If I remember, before he went to Converse, I think it was Pony.
Oh,
if I remember right, I was in maybe 6th, 7th grade, maybe.
That's hilarious.
And I think he was in with the group with Bird.
Remember Stephon Marbury had that cheap knockoff shoe?
Yeah.
The Marburys?
Yeah, they were like $12 a Kmart or something.
Something like that. It's hilarious. I heard they were just like hard, like
Didn't help your vertical any.
No. But I love Michael Jordan. Again, to me, he was the athlete that I grew up with. Chicago Bulls were my team, Scotty. But again, Michael Jordan is wonderful. One of my favorite memories was when they played the Jazz, and they played the Utah Jazz a lot. Karl Malone.
Yeah.
But do you remember? I forget who it was against that dude, the bald-headed dude on the Jazz. Well, it was like a couple seconds left on the game. It was like Game 7 in the series, and he like went to the right, crossed him up, and then he did that. He shot that it was almost a 3-pointer, and then that's when he jumped and he did the. Oh man, that was like I remember that moment like it was
Michael
yesterday.
Jordan,
I love Michael Jordan, like loved him, like
So when he came to the city here, when he came to DC, I mean, was that just like the culmination of every dream that you've had?
It was. I dreamt to meet him or do something, and that was just that. It was just a dream.
If he walked in here right now, could you control yourself?
No.
Or would you be major fanboy?
No, I'd pee my pants. I'd be like, dude, Michael. I'd be like, I'd turn Spanish. I'd be like, Miguel Jordan. Hola, Miguel. A little confused.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That's funny. But yeah, no, I love Jordan. I love, I put it on Darwin-sports.com. That's my favorite picture, and I have the card. It's him getting that trophy and kissing it. I remember that. I remember the tears.
So I'm guessing you think he's the best ever?
I do. I definitely think he's the best ever. But where I was going with this, I don't think Jordan would have been Jordan without Scottie Pippen. No way, no how.
Well, I mean,
I don't think it would. The team would not have done it.
Say, Scotty's one of the top 50. I think NBA players. He was named top 50. I think it works more the other way. I don't think Scotty would have been anything without Jordan.
I think it's really. Why do you say that? Give it to me.
Well, because I mean, Jordan. He raised the play of everybody on his team. I mean, it's well documented that Jordan's work ethic, the way he approached things, just made everybody around him better. I mean, if you look at the teams that he had some talent on his teams. He had Grant.
Horace Grant?
Yeah. Brother Harvey, twin Harvey. Went to
Bill Cartwright. He had Steve Kerr, B.J. Armstrong, Tony Kukoc.
Yeah, but I mean, Tony Kukoc was...
Everybody rotated.
But I mean, Steve Kerr, he's a nice shooter. Right.
He had it.
I mean, he had
Dennis Rodman when Rodman was there. I mean, Rodman helped that team out.
So, what do you think? Do you think Jordan would have gotten six rings without the coach?
Without Phil?
Yeah.
No, I think it's that whole. Something that's close to you. Do you think that the Patriots are the Patriots and they would have gotten all the Vince Lombardi trophies and are in the frickin', no matter how they start and what anybody says? Look how they end every season. Do you think the Patriots are the Patriots if they didn't have the whole Belichick-Tom Brady combination?
No, I mean, absolutely not. That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is, right? It's key. Right. So, it's crazy, though.
So that's why it's difficult to judge individuals about how good they are and if they were the greatest ever, because there's so many other other parts that go into it.
Definitely.
But I can tell you right now, there is no one like LeBron James. And I used to be somewhat of a hater of LeBron because it's my natural tendencies to go against who everybody else loves. You know what I'm saying? But to watch him, to understand how big the man is, how he handles, how he distributes, I mean, he's in my opinion right now, I mean, he's the best playing. And by the end of this thing, he may be better than Michael Jordan. We don't know. I mean, he's young.
What is that measured by? Championship rings?
I think it's a little bit unfair to even talk about championship rings. You look at my boy Chuck Barkley. A lot of people think that Charles Barkley is top 5, 6 player ever? And he doesn't have a single ring. So what separates him from Robert Horry, right? Who has probably 6, I don't know how many he has. I didn't won a championship wherever he went, and it seems like he hit the winning shot for every team he was at. So, yeah, it's just difficult to do that when you're playing a team game to talk about rings. But if you're out there in tennis and golf. It's
one-on-one.
Yeah, it's different.
One-on-one. Who takes it?
Between
who, right?
In their prime?
Yeah.
Between Jordan and LeBron?
I say Jordan takes it, but not by a lot.
I think Jordan probably wins...
By 2 points, I say.
He probably wins like 3 out of 5.
Yeah. Well,
how about that? 7 out of 10?
No, I'd go. I would actually go 3 out of 5.
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, I think LeBron's just a beast. Look at that big body. He's gonna get Jordan. I think Jordan's just whole. animalistic, just I'm gonna kill you kind of wins it all, but barely scratching it. I mean, I think it's a tough game. I definitely
you
do.
think Jordan would bet on himself?
Oh yeah, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Charles
The guy's been betting on himself his whole life.
Oh, yeah, Barkley probably put a little money on it too. These guys.
Oh man, I love it. You ever watched the movie Space Jam?
Yeah, well,
I
no.
love it.
I've never seen it.
Oh man,
Never watched it.
you're not gonna miss anything. But it's not a good movie by any means. Don't get me wrong.
Is Barkley in it with a cameo?
He is in it.
Is he?
He
All right,
is in
well,
it.
maybe I'll watch it then.
That's funny. I was watching actually. Speaking of Barkley, his birthday was this week too.
Yeah.
Barkley, him, and who else was it? They did. ESPN did a little special. It was like on Jordan, Barkley, and somebody else. I don't remember who.
Yeah, I know that Barkley had a nice sit-down interview with.
Yeah.
That was good. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I
It was
did.
right after the All-Star stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good
it's
stuff.
funny. Apparently, he and I didn't realize how good of friends he and Jordan are.
Yeah, they're tight.
Like really
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah, I think they came together and started there. It sounded like when they were on the Dream Team together.
So you never wore the Michael Jordan cologne?
No.
Brady,
Not at all.
what's
man.
wrong with you?
Look, dude, I don't wear jerseys. All that. I don't wear gear. I wear a hat. You know, that's about it. That's about all I do is a hat.
I definitely had the Michael Jordan cologne.
You wear jerseys too? You got Mike Jordan?
I do
jersey?
have jerseys.
Really? You
Michael
go-
Jordan jerseys?
Yeah.
I do. I have one
You
from
go-
back in the day. Not one that even fits me.
I mean, do you wear jerseys now, like to support the Redskins? and things
I
like
do
that?
wear.
Yeah.
I do football jerseys. I have a basketball jersey, but I don't really wear it. I actually have a John Wall jersey that I got as a present, and actually my basketball jerseys are all presents, not one that I've actually bought. My other one is Michael Jordan jersey in the Bullets, like back in the day, Bullets Michael Jordan.
Right, throwbacks.
I mean, you gotta
So-
have that.
But I mean, you know that you shouldn't wear that once you turn like 35 years old, right?
The jerseys?
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't wear them now. Well, even football?
Even football, man.
Really?
Yeah, I just it's jerseys are. You know, you're a grown man, man. Why do you want another grown man's name on your back?
That's
Why
true.
do you have to
gotta
do
put,
that?
you gotta put your own, right?
Yeah.
You definitely gotta put your own.
Yeah, I think you could probably do that. At that point, you just go to like the
NFLshop.com.
t-shirt. Yeah, exactly. You wear like a hoodie or something.
Oh, by the way, we're in studio watching the Caps game. We have it back here in the background. Caps, I think, what is it, 1-0, 2-0, 1-0? We'll get into a little bit of Caps talk. So, wrapping up this Michael Jordan talk. Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. Who do you think is better?
What? Michael Jordan's better than Magic Johnson. I mean, just as his overall game, he's better. I mean, that's not even in the conversation.
Of course.
As far as you know.
Who do you think? No, I'm sorry. Let
Second
me
best.
second greatest. Yeah,
Hmm.
right now, you have to give me two.
I
Jordan,
gotta get you the top
are you
two.
giving me Jordan one?
Well, I'm gonna give you Jordan 1.
You are gonna
Yeah,
do it,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Because I mean, like I said, it's LeBron and Kobe and others. I mean, they're still playing, so they're gonna be defined after they stop playing. I don't know. Let me think about that just for a second. I'm gonna say Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. Bill Russell.
I mean, I think he has a lot of championships.
You're going old school.
Yeah, I think he has 11 championships or something like that, Darwin.
That's redonk.
So yeah, I mean, he was a dominant defensive player, and I think I prefer Bill. I think Bill Russell's number 2. Oscar Robertson maybe.
Do you think?
See, I'm going too old school for you.
Yeah,
Let me just keep
you
it
lost
like
me.
a-
On, no, you
let me
got
just keep you in the next 20
You had me
years
on
or
the
something.
you had me on the second to. You lost me on the last one.
I'll keep you in the
Definitely
Oscar
lost.
Robertson. Come on, man, play
I-
at Cincinnati.
You lost me on that one. Definitely lost me on that one.
I think Andre Botch probably number 2 right now.
Um,
He's had a resurgence at the Nets. He's doing, he's dominating up north.
But-
Okay, I'll keep it in all seriousness here. I'll keep it in the last 20 years.
Yes, please do.
I would say Magic Johnson is number 2. You're right, Magic Johnson. He'd be my number 2. Who else are you gonna do? Who else you gonna put?
Did you ever watch the what was it? I don't know if it was a Magic Johnson special, but I think it probably was when the HIV when he told Larry and the whole like how he and Larry didn't like each other. Did you watch that?
Yeah, I was a freshman in college when that came out. I just remember, and it happened in '91, and I just remember the impact just at the school. I mean, everybody was just shell shocked that he came out with that, and I just think that Bird saw, the human side of him at that point, and that's just kind of when they started to
Mesh.
love each other.
Yeah.
And that bromance that's going on between those two.
And
Defensive play goes.
all right. So, the reason why I ask, I mean, you remember the days. Michael Jordan, not only was he an MVP offensive, defensive. I'm going. Yeah,
I'm with you. I understand
Brady's like, this guy's still stuck on Jordan.
I understand where you're coming from. You know, LeBron distributes the ball. I mean, I already conceded that Jordan's the best ever. So.
You're giving me that one. He's like, let it go, man.
Yeah, no. It doesn't matter what I say to you. You're going to think that Jordan's the best ever anyway. So.
Oh, I will always think that. You got to think that. If you're me, I'm blinded. And loved the guy. Are you kidding me? I used to call myself Miguel. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I mean, Brady, he did so many things. I mean, look at him now. Is there anybody out there in sports that has really made not only a career in sports but after the fact? Look at this, how much he's worth with the Air Jordan line and everything that he's doing. I mean, people, not to just brag about it, but people shoot themselves over something that they think is that important. It's not. Shoes aren't important by any means, but people are blinded by this stuff. So what I'm saying is he's created this brand, whether it's...
Well, I mean, he definitely had the impact as far as the commercialism goes in the NBA. I mean, it was sort of a two-part thing where you had Commissioner Stern was also wanting to grow the brand, and he used Michael Jordan, he used Larry Bird and Magic Johnson to revitalize the league. In my opinion, though, I think the league suffered a little bit by the growth. I think it's a little bit watered. I'd like to see it contract by a couple teams, to be honest with you, but that's just me.
I agree. Let's do this. You listen to Clutch Sports Radio. Check us out, Clutch Sports Radio, every Thursday night, 8 to 10. You can catch us live at eyesradio.com. Find us, darwin-sports.com, HD video tomorrow, and also this show, the audio for this show. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be joined by our next guest, and that is Dave Ross from Fox 5. Clutch Sports Radio, Eyes Radio Network. Be right back. Welcome back. Clutch Sports Radio. Brady, do you like a little Coldplay?
Yeah, Coldplay's good.
What do you think about Coldplay? Do you know they were formed? They were put together like O-Town. Do you know that name, O-Town? See, I'm giving you some knowledge.
O-Town. The O-Town that was created on some show. Or
MTV.
Maybe, right?
Yeah, Liquid Dreams. Come on,
Look,
Brady.
Man, I'm 40. I'm not that old.
So, what do you think about a band that was created? At first, I didn't like them for that reason.
You didn't like them because you thought they were posers, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, because I was like, someone made them?
I don't think it really matters how they were made. You enjoy their music?
Well, that was back in the day when it first came out. I love it now. I don't care.
So it doesn't matter, right?
No, they grown on me. I don't care.
So that means you could be an O-Town fan if you really opened your mind to it, right?
Hey, I've been known to. I may have bought the CD. You don't know
Did
that,
you
Brady.
really?
You just don't know that. Am I going to put myself out there that bad? Jeez. I do remember MTV having O-Town marathons. That's for sure.
You're laying in bed looking up at your Michael Jordan poster on the ceiling listening to O-Town, right? Is that the picture you're painting for everybody?
Oh, jeez. No, but when I was in third grade, it was in third grade. Third grade, yeah. I remember my mom took me to the store. I came home with two things. Well, back in the day, the singles, the single tapes, cassettes.
Right.
It was Mama Said Knock You Out and a Michael Jackson poster with him with this dang cast looking thing with the Jaguar on by his feet. One of the many, I'm sure. Third grade.
You hold on to that stuff, don't you?
The memories?
Yes.
Yeah. Those are the good stuff.
And Mom, that's LL Cool J.
I
is that
love Mama Said Knock You Out, LL Cool J, third grade.
right? Were you angry at it as
No,
a third
I
grader?
remember just I don't remember why LL Cool J was cool in my book. I had an older brother.
That was an angry song.
Well, I had an older brother. Yeah, I thought it was so like cool. Like, here's the thing. As a kid, I grew up watching like the Rockies. My dad didn't play too many sports or doesn't really care for sports even now. But boxing was one of his things.
Oh, right.
So like, I just loved it because it was a whole like it got me into the boxing.
Yeah, boxing's good stuff. I'm actually going to the Friday night fights tomorrow night at the DC Armory.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lamont Peterson.
Oh yes. He's playing who?
He's
Oscar De La Hoya.
well, that's who his promotional group is.
Is that who it is? I heard
he's
that
fighting,
name.
He's fighting Kendall Holt.
I was gonna.
So
I
the
heard,
styles make the fight, right? Kendall Holt is like I guess you would say a boxer puncher.
Okay.
It's not a real good chin sometimes, I think. And Peterson's a pressure fighter, so it ought to be a pretty entertaining fight.
Peterson's a local dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just coming back, I think this is his first fight back in. He was out on was PED use. It was after he won his championship against Mir Khan. I think he was found to have some.
Mm-hmm. I remember
some
that.
performance. I believe this is his first fight back. I believe. Could be wrong on that. But I'm pretty excited about going to see it. It'll be good.
So let's talk a little. Let's roll the ball over to a little football, just to shake things up a little bit. Robert Griffin III. Brady, I know that you are not a Redskins fan, but have you heard about Robert Griffin III? Well, let's go ahead and do this. Let's take a quick break because I believe we're joined by our next guest, and that is Dave Ross from Fox 5. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Darwin. How are you, my friend?
Oh, beautiful. Having a great time here in Clutch Sports.